What's up, y'all? What's up? This is Pastor J, y'all. Listen. I want to come through here. Let me ask a question. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Who in the world are you trying to impress? Like, who you trying to impress? Okay. Let me ask this question. Why are you trying to impress them? Why are you trying to impress them? You know, it's amazing how I believe that so many people have lost their identity because they they spent so long trying to be somebody else. They spent so long trying to imitate and master somebody else. So who are you trying to impress? Why? It's amazing that God made us all unique, made us different, made us different. You don't gotta impress nobody. You don't gotta impress nobody. You don't gotta convince nobody that uh, that you're different. You don't gotta impress nobody that you've changed. And the reason I say that is because so many times, especially when we um, want to impress somebody or we want to convince them that we're different, that we've changed, and as soon as they don't believe it, as soon as you don't get the results or the response that you feel you should get, what do? We say, well, forget it. If what I'm doing ain't being recognized, then I'm just going to move on. I'm going to move on. I'm going to go back and do what I've been doing. They don't appreciate it. Who are you doing it for? The only person that you ought to be convincing that you changed is that one in the mirror. That's who you need to convince have changed. That one right there in the mirror. Because if you can't convince that one in the mirror that they've changed, you can't convince nobody else. You can't convince nobody else. You got to be willing to encourage yourself. As the psalmist says, encourage yourself in the Lord. You got to be willing to encourage yourself and say, self, I'm not going back and doing what I was doing. You're not there to impress man. You're there to impress God and yourself. But until you make a decision, hey, everybody, nobody else's opinion matters to me. You still going to be where you are, trying to impress the same people who can't do anything for you. Yeah. Can't do nothing for you. So you must ask the question, am I impressed? Am I impressed? And then watch this. If you ain't impressed with what you see, when you look in the mirror, then guess what? Then it's time to do a self-evaluation. Because nobody can like you until you like yourself. Nobody can love you until you love yourself. See, a lot of times we want people to like us and we don't like ourselves. Love us and we don't love ourselves. We want people to be impressed with us and we're not even impressed with ourselves. Nobody else's opinion. Listen. Are y'all listening? Nobody else's opinion matters. Nobody. You was not created to impress man. You was not created to even get glory from man. You were impressed. You were created to give God praise. You were created to impress God. That's the only one who can do something for you. That's the only one who can do something for you. I don't know. Sometimes I feel I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe not. We got to get away from it. Yeah. Find your own identity. Find your own self. I'm not going to tell you something you don't already know. Find your own self. Be you. Listen. Learn how to master you. You know how to master you? Oh, there's going to be some doors going to open up. There's going to be that rainbow going to shine. When you learn how to master you. And can I tell you something? There's nothing wrong with you mastering you. There's nothing wrong with you. The only problem is the only reason you think something's wrong with you is because you are not matching. You feel you're not matching up, or you don't look like the one you're trying to be like. Nah. I believe everybody can look at a situation and say, hey, somebody can look at your situation and say, man, I wish I had what they had. But you're looking at somebody else and you're saying, I wish I had what they had. No. You have what God gave you to have. Yeah. Impress yourself first. Impress yourself first. You do that, you ain't going to be worried about what anybody else have to say. Because guess what? Their opinion, listen, their opinion, if y'all don't hear me, their opinion really don't matter. Impress yourself. Maybe I know what I'm talking about, maybe I don't. But anyway, it's Pastor J. Yeah. Let's do better.